si he la la, kohu kaho aki he koloka kala. Yeah, moto tai, li, yeah.
Look, collateral damage had a man shook. And now man speaking Spanish. I could have been a meter or more. One more time, I'm probably on tour. Never spent peas on Christian Dior. I'm in the NJD next door. He could have been a millionaire, but he was in a block downstairs. Collateral damage had a man shook. Streets turn a boy to a collateral damage had a man shook. Street turn a boy to a it's the 1-4 BPM murderer. Bex, I know you ain't heard of her. She's a superstar on the virgin. I stay working, the works is working up. I've been working, the craft is lurking up. True say I don't go church enough. I seen the same man lie, then preach again. I speak the truth, what you're teaching them. Please stay away from the leeching friend. 2 arms length from the men. I believe in.
Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. And tonight, we've got the Indiana Pacers playing against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. So with Conley sitting on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Jokic is out there at Kuminga. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Parker, and it's White in at the 2. And for the Nets, they've got Robinson. Rip Hamilton out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Batum in at the 3, the small forward. We'll have to keep our eyes on the center matchup, Greg, in this one. These two bigs bring so much to their respective teams.
Yeah, and remember when people thought centers were going extinct? Look around the league. There's so much talent at that position, including the 2 guys we get to watch here tonight.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Williamson. To get open is Robinson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
That free throw good from Williamson. Craig, in terms of the Pacers' last few seasons, some have pointed to their relative lack of size. What do you think?
Well, I think a big push for them this summer was adding to their front court, particularly getting more size at the forward positions. And I think they've improved in that regard.
He doesn't get the second one.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league. I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Kuminga with it, working on Williamson. And there's the bucket from Kuminga. First quarter, just over a minute played. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Nets. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
And here is Doncic following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. Doncic kicks to Hamilton. Floats one. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Not just a mid-range threat. Hamilton also adept at finding ways to score.
Parker looking around. Here's White. And the Pacers another 3.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
First in blocks. And they also showed up in terms of that three-point percentage. Top 5 in our league. That is a huge positive for this group.
You know, you have to be impressed by the amount of blocks they racked up. They took rim protection to a whole nother level last season. Now, here's Parker. Pass to Kuminga. Outside, White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Jokic wide open. He shoots offline with his 3. Down low, Doncic. In the dunk by Doncic.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds it. Great feel for the game.
White the pass to Kuminga. Over Williamson. And it's Kuminga that time on the assist by White. Kuminga's got his second basket of the night. Anthony against Batum. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
Offensive rebound. And it's Jokic missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And he gets it to go.
And this is really what Hamilton does so well. A premier mid-range scorer who just finds ways to create space for that shot.
Now here's Kuminga. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Here's Williamson. Last game he had 10 points. The pass to Doncic. Puts up a deep 3. Not this time. His first miss in 3 attempts from the field. And when it comes to Nikola Jokic, Clark, is it fair to say he's the best second-round pick ever?
Absolutely, you'd have to put him at the top of the list. I mean, we're talking about a multi-time MVP and perhaps the best passing big man of all time, too. I don't know of any other second-rounders that have those kind of bona fides.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Pacers shooting their first free throw of the night.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
As a player, what's your main focus in these early stages of the season, Clark?
You know, Kevin, I think the biggest thing is just building chemistry, getting a level of comfort with one another, learning tendencies and preferences. Chemistry is the key at this time of the season.
Now here is Hamilton. Tries again, and Doncic lays it in. Doncic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
It's White on the wing, covered by Hamilton. And it's White missing. Williamson outside. And the shot goes in. Williamson's got 5.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here is Hamilton. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. He's got 6. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Parker with it. 5 points in the game. Batum with the steal. And Hamilton now atop the key. Back to Doncic. Inside, Robinson. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Jokic.
And surgical around the hoop. Robinson forces your hand as the defender.
At the line.
Good on the second free throw. And Anthony's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 1. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Kuminga finds White. Right at the free throw line. A rebound by the Nets.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Here's Robinson. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed the process with the Replay Review Center in Secaucus queuing up the footage for the officials.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hand.
And even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Nets lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Here's Doncic. So with Conley sitting on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Anthony, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Derek White, and it's Parker in at the 1 spot. And the Pacers with possession here. After the basket by Brooklyn. Anthony right side. Great D that time from Batum.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
There's Kuminga, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Pacers shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And he can't get the first one.
Jonathan Kuminga, 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. The Nets with the lead. Doncic outside. Robinson up top. Hamilton dishes to Doncic. Launches it. The 3 ball from Doncic.
Watch out now when Doncic is dialed in from deep because he's unguardable.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Anthony, the pass to Jokic. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance. And Robinson that time on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Nets?
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Now here's White. Back to Parker. 5 to shoot. Over Doncic, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And Parker is really homed in on his jumper. I mean, it's made him really hard to guard.
Pass to Williamson. Doncic outside. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Doncic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Kuminga kicks to Parker. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
Now, here is Robinson. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. Robinson's got 4 points in the quarter. Pacers trail by 10. Now Parker. He has 7. Wants to get it to Robinson and does. Doncic passes to Robinson. Doncic finds Robinson. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. White looking around. Here's Parker. That one falls. Parker's got 9 points.
The soft odor from Parker is truly a wonderful thing to behold.
And Williamson throws it down.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And the NBA looking to reduce the amount of carrying recently. Seems like GA ball handlers had to adjust.
You know, guards can get away with a lot these days, and it's hard for players and refs to make that adjustment. Ultimately, things need to be kept in check.
Sally's checked in for the Nets.
Now we get a chance to check out Nikola Jokic. He's coming off an excellent season. 2nd in rebounding, 2nd in assists, and he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. Here's Mashburn. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his first foul. Nets leading by 8. Shot from free throw range. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 8 points in the quarter.
It always seems like Doncic is playing with something to prove. Well, I'll tell you what, he's proving plenty tonight.
Outside White. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops.
It didn't take long for White to distinguish himself in the league. He's a really good ball handler, and he's got some good moves, too.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
Now, here's Doncic following the miss by Jokic. A 2, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
White, happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Now, here's Doncic. 15 points in the game. 2 on the clock. Cassell, no good.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Tuesday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town. And then on Friday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Atlanta Hawks.
And for that game against the Bulls, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for the Pacers.
Oh, great job by Anthony, keeping his balance, not allowing the contact to stop him from scoring.
Here's Cassell. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Count that one for Mashburn.
And whether it's from deep, inside, mid-range, Jamal Mashburn is at home as a scorer.
Here's Doncic. Oh, an easy two from Doncic.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point.
36.
Thanks very much with Rick Carlisle. Coach, what needs to happen?
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He ended up with 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. Definitely no fluke for him, as he just turned in an outstanding game in their last outing, and now tonight he's rolling again. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
They're going to work in the paint. They're doing a great job. This portion of their offense was generated inside. Really outperformed their opponent in that aspect. I expect the defense to pack it in a little more in the second half and try to force those guys to stay outside.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Pacers.
Well, it's never fun. You're playing against a team that's on fire. This team was on fire. They showed effort on defense, but it didn't matter. They couldn't get the stops. I don't think the opponent could sustain this kind of shooting.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. We've got Williamson. Doncic out there with Richard Hamilton. Then it's Robinson. And it's Batum in at the small forward. So that's the Nets 5. Oh, Doncic long range!
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Pass to Robinson. Williamson with it. Passes it to Hamilton. Doncic outside. And the Nets, another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And what a treat for the fans and for us to be able to witness a talent like Luka Doncic.
Amen and amen to that, Kevin. A generational talent. All eyes are on him when he's on the floor. Hard not to keep your eyes on him. He's so special in everything that he does. And every night he performs, you walk away just shaking your head at how good he is.
Hamilton, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. Number 1, the Pacers.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Jokic against Robinson. Now, here's Jokic. He has yet to score.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
The 3 for Doncic. That's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Ashburn, no good.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Here's Robinson, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Robinson's got 9.
I mean, just throwing himself on the offensive glass. Robinson knows he has the size and length to capitalize there.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, the league does not like it when trade requests play out publicly. Commissioner Adam Silver says it needs to be a two-way street. Teams provide enormous guarantees to players, and the expectation is they'll meet their end of the bargain. He understands there will always be some trade requests, but he wants them to remain behind closed doors. Kevin?
Good luck. David, thanks.
Hey, even when the defense gets physical and tries to rough up David Robinson, he does a really nice job staying with it and concentrating on his shot.
The Pacers making a change here. Kuminga's checked in. Jokic hatches his way to finish inside.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Parker against Doncic. Makes it off the glass. Doncic has got 25 points in the game.
One of the things I love most about Luka Doncic, his court recognition and awareness. This guy is so sharp and alert, understands how to play.
Second personal foul.
The Nets have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
That free throw, no good.
Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league, and he continues to build on what is going to be some kind of resume when it's all said and done. Has every tool that you need to have to be an MVP one day.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Chandler's checked in. And he sinks the second. And the Pacers call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And let's check out stats for Doncic. Coming off a terrific season, he averaged 32 points a game. 8 assists and 8 rebounds. Well, you know that he can put points up in a hurry, and he leads this team in scoring.
Yeah, you know, I think he's got a great sense of how to keep their offense going and being productive. If somebody else is having an off night, then he kind of steps in and fills the gap.
Now here's Parker. 9 points in the game so far. Robinson with the block. Here's Doncic, and he makes good on the layup. Doncic has got the lead up to 13 now for Brooklyn. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Now here's Kuminga. After Luka Doncic's miss. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Here's Chandler. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And the pass to Kuminga. Here's Parker. Brooklyn with the rebound. Doncic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. 3-pointer. They grab their own miss. And it goes down 2 points. Chandler's got 4 this quarter.
You got to keep Chandler off the boards or else he will make you pay like this.
Here's Kuminga. Rebound, Brooklyn. Doncic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And it's Robinson that time on the assist by Doncic. Robinson's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Kuminga. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Offensive rebound. And Chandler throws it down.
When Chandler gets the ball near the hole, he knows what to do with it.
Doncic against Parker. Pass to Carmelo. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Hamilton against White, and they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
It's really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Brooklyn. And he continues to torment them from three-point range. A total of 5 threes for him in the game now. We come back right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Parker on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. You've got Sanders. Anthony is out there with Jokic. And it's Conley, and it's Webb in at the 2 guard.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Webb after Rip Hamilton score. Chandler with the block.
Good instincts and long arms. That's how Chandler was able to swat that away.
Reeves the pass to West. Here's Reeves. Just 5 on the clock. Hamilton. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got his 4th rebound in this one. Cassell against Conley. Right wing, pass to Sanders. Webb up top. Indiana needs to get a shot on. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And what a player Nikola Jokic has become. Clark, a monster at that center position.
Greg, he's one of the players I enjoy watching the most. I mean, he is so good as a center. The scoring, the passing, the rebounding, all of it's there for Joker. And he makes it look easy the way he handles himself. Beautiful to watch that man play hoop.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
You know, what makes Jokic truly exceptional in my mind is the versatility. You know, he's a really good passer, and that to me is a tremendous distinction, not to mention how he scores and does the other stuff he does out there.
Zion Williamson's checked in for Tyson Chandler. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Hamilton against Anthony. Nice shot by Hamilton.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now, here's Jokic. From 6 feet, uses the glass to drop it in.
You know, the length of Jokic helps on these contested shots because he knows he can score on just about anybody in the league.
Passes it to Cassell. Over Conley. Here's Reeves. They get it again. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. West has got his first basket of the night.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. Right there, West used that ample frame of his to open up space for the shooter. Solid screen.
Williamson against Conley. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
How about the ferocity from him right there? This guy is relentless.
Reeves the pass to Williamson. The Nets working the ball around now. Driving the lane, Cassell. And Sanders pulls it down.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Jokic with the bucket.
You've got to do more than that, guys, defensively against Jokic. He's so good at staying on balance against physical defenders.
Here's West. Great pass to set up the lay-in. West has got 4 points in the quarter.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Nets leading by 18. Hamilton outside. Here's Williamson. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Well, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Here we are looking around the NBA. Greg, it feels like there's more parity amongst teams than ever before.
No dominant team has been the favorite every year. And that can all change, though, in a heartbeat. Every so often, a dynasty can be born out of nothing.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
You know, from the jump, he was on a mission. You could see it. It was clear. Going after hoops, no matter what the defense tried, they had a tough time stopping him. I think he could have predicted early on we'd be talking about it right here and right now. That's how good he's been.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. Here's Doncic. The Pacers making the shot. And here's Hamilton. That one goes in. And the Nets lead by 20.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
Here's White. It's rebounded by Doncic.
2 minutes to play.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. The pass to West. Over Sanders. Good D by Sanders.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And it's good, 2 points.
Oh, the delicate touch on display. Anthony showing he can beat you with the floater as well.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Williamson against Anthony. Count it.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, Luke.
Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
It's not luck, it's a miracle. You can prove it, it's empirical.
Ey, no sé si cachaste lo que te quise decir. Es que tú eres masoquista, te lo vuelvo a repetir. Ey, aunque me llame tu mai, aunque aparezca tu pai, aunque baje Jesucristo y nos vuelva a bendecir, lo nuestro no lo vuelvo a revivir, no lo vuelvo a revivir, solo me resta decirte.
Gracias por nada, ya no hay pa' ti, ni Prada, ya yo te caché, más te vas pichada, recoge tus cosas y no dejes nada. Gracias por nada, ya no hay pa' ti, ni Prada, yo sé lo que hiciste, tú vete tranquila, no me debes nada. Porque todo lo que te di fue de corazón. Si te vio de nuevo es por el retrovisor. Si tú me ves de nuevo es por el televisor. Una peli de amor que no existió porque yo pensaba que tú eras Julieta y yo era tu Romeo. Pero vi que estaba erróneo. Tú me tenías dormido y con insomnio.